assist. Jackson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Irving passes to DeRozan. Feeds to Ennis. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Irving, and Cleveland again at the bucket.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Fareed, a screen on Irving. Now the pass to Jackson. They get it back. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Now we get a chance to see the numbers for Kenneth Fareed. 13th in rebound. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, he's done a nice job of creating good looks for himself.
And, you know, just to touch on that rebounding average again, Steve, I mean, he's a gritty player in the paint. Sandpaper-like. I mean, just makes it tough on other people. There's not much more than you can ask of him in that area.
LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. Now, here is Irving. 19 points in the game. The feed to Love. 8 feet away, and again it's Cleveland.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass, leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
Here's Ellis. 18 points for him. Passes it to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Back to Ellis. Takes a 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
James outside. Back to Irving. DeRozan with it. Picked up by Ellis. Outside Irving. Charity stripe shot. Love kicks to LeBron. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And Kevin, when you don't take advantage of your trips to the free throw line, which they definitely did not, it's tough to recover from.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, they left a lot of cheese and lettuce at that foul line, partner.
Not to mention some ham and turkey, Clark.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Irving kicks to DeRozan. Back to Irving. In the corner, it's James. Shoots the 3. Here's Love. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love. And the Pistons with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now, here's Marshall. Not a lot of room. Outside Jackson. The dish to Ellis. Goes back up. Fareed. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Love. LeBron outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Love throws it down.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
With the pass.
Pistons leading by 6. Dishes it to Ellis. Drummond sets the screen for Ellis. Here's Jackson. Off target with his 3.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And DeRozan kicks to Noel. LeBron outside. Outside Irving. From past the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Ellis. And he gets it to go. Ellis has got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
Stokes is checked in for Drummond. Now here's DeRozan, averaging 22 points a game.
Defensive foul. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Irving. He kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Ball's not loose.
And that passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat to get that steal.
And good on the basket. Book it. And now it's a 10-point Piston lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
6 on the shot clock. Irving for 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
LeBron outside. Love dishes to James, and he jams it with authority.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
But there was some style there, Kev. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
So it's Detroit now, following the score by Cleveland. Now, here's Marshall. He's covered by Irving. Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. The Cavaliers pull it in. Noel's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. DeRozan passes to Noel. Three-pointer. And again, LeBron missing.
Remember, he was hot early. 3 three-pointers in the first half, but he may have to start putting the ball on the floor. His shot's not working here in the second.
Now, here's Marshall. 9 points in the game so far. That doesn't go either for Ellis.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Marshall with the steal. On the wing, Ellis. He's covered by Irving. A 3, Marshall. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You know, their shooting percentage in that game, you look at the box score, it's just off the charts. I watched the tape. It was mostly because their offensive execution was flawless.
Yeah, they did such a really nice job of moving the ball side to side, opened up the court for them. It makes it tough for the defense when you spread out and move the ball the way they did, and they got high-quality shots as a result.
Now Marshall, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. And Marshall kicks to Ellis. And that one's good. Ellis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Robert Sacre comes in for Fareed, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Still Cavaliers ball.
And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. Second, the Cavaliers.
Kevin, I'm absolutely amazed. I mean, their production at the line has been spectacular. I mean, it's been unbelievable. Well done by these guys of late.
And DeRozan kicks to Love. Irving up top. And a wide open look for James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. James has got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And Marshall kicks to Ellis. Pass to Stokes. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Love.
A moment here now to check out the numbers for Noel. He's getting around 4 points a game. He's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games, dominating the glass in his trademark fashion.
Yeah, and all the rebounds he's been getting in those games have had a cumulative effect on the opponent. I mean, he'll wear you down physically and mentally with that rebounding work.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Young's checked in. Here's Irving. He's got 19. And DeRozan kicks to LeBron. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Marshall. Misses off the left iron. The Cavaliers trail by 10. And DeRozan kicks to James. Rebounded by the Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And it wasn't just bad shooting. I mean, they weren't getting good looks. The offense wasn't clicking. No ball movement. Very stagnant performance.
Yeah, I agree. The reason for that, I think, was their movement away from the ball. Not very crisp.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now, here is Irving, averaging 28 points a game. And they're running. And there's Kendall Marshall on the assist by Ellis. Ellis has got 3 assists now in this one. Cavaliers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Outside DeRozan. Back to Irving. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. Kicks it to DeRozan. Clock at 6. It's tipped. Here's Caldwell Pope. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Stokes. Now, here's Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Screened by Ellis. Here's Stokes. They grab their own miss. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Got a moment to check out the numbers for Kyrie Irving. What a run he's had. The past few weeks have been just tremendous for him. First in scoring. And, you know, when he gets to the free throw line, he makes the most of it. He's ranked in the top 20 in free throw percentage.
And, Steve, we really can't gloss over his ranking as the top scorer in the NBA. I mean, he's the one guy you don't want to see coming out of the opposing locker room.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Cleveland. Ennis comes in for DeMar DeRozan. There's the pick. Irving attacking. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Stokes, the pass to Ellis. That drops. Ellis has got 11 points here in just the second half.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Foster's checked in for Monte Ellis. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Cavaliers. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And checking out Detroit, they're back in the 8th position.
Well, you know, I think for Detroit, you know, they've had a down year so far by their standards. I'm sure this wasn't where they pictured themselves being in the standings right now.
Well, they didn't picture themselves there, and neither did I, Clark. I mean, I think most people, in fact, thought that this would be an elite team like they were a year ago, but it's been a drop-off, and they've got to pick themselves up off the map.
51 seconds left to play here in the third. Irving dishes to Young. Cleveland moving it around. Irving against Foster. He feeds it to Marshall. He dishes it to Foster. Unloads from 13. No good off the front iron. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Now LeBron. 23 points in the game. Shot to stop the drought. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the shot is good. And it's now 22 points for Kyrie Irving.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Now, here's Marshall, covered by Irving. And Marshall kicks to Caldwell Pope. Misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Pistons on top, up by 15. and we'll return shortly.